Ho ho ho! Actually that's not right, is it? Hello again and welcome back to Marchbane's Big Life Dolly Crisis. And as we edge ever closer to spooky season, I mean we're kind of in it now I think really, I thought it's probably about time that I opened some more Monster High, and I've got a few to open. So the one we're going to open today is this one here. So this is Draculaura. This was the core refresh doll, which I'm not really sure why they thought they had to refresh them, particularly as they are steadily releasing the same dolls in different costumes anyway. So it felt a bit weird. I don't know if it was just an excuse to re-release the dolls and give them different outfits or whatever, possibly. So I do quite like this doll. Obviously I do have a few Draculauras now. The reason I wanted this one is because of the hat. I mean, I couldn't resist the hat. And generally I think she's got a nice outfit on. So she's actually dated 2023, but I don't know if she did come out last year, or we certainly here in Ireland did not get her until this year, 2024. So yeah, so let's get her open and see what we think of her. So here is the front of Draculaura's box. So this is the sort of the newer artwork that we've got. If I show you the artwork for the Ghoulia box here, you'll be able to see the difference. So this one is a much more sort of cartoony feel to it, because this was part of kind of the first wave of releases, I guess. And then this one is obviously the latest version of the artwork that they're using. If we flip the box over, you can see a close-up of the same artwork. And then here we've got the monster type, wicked cute vampire, monster must-haves, bat pack, and spooky spellbook. And then we've got it in various different languages there. They don't show any of the other sort of characters on the back, unlike originally where they did sort of show the other characters there. You can just see them here. By the looks of it, they're still kind of using this backdrop, but they've sort of pared it down a bit, I think, colour-wise. With all that out of the way, I am going to open the box, get the doll out and all of the accessories, and we'll have a proper look at her. Okay, so here she is out of the box. She was actually reasonably easy to get out. The plastic bit which covers the front of the box, which is this bit here, didn't have any tape on it. So these sort of flappy bits were very easy to just remove, which was actually really good. The only issue that I had was there's like a plastic bit that goes around her hand, just one of the hands, and also the sort of the plastic thing that the bag is on. You have to kind of either cut through the plastic to get the hand out, because there isn't a sort of a gap. And for the bag, you literally have to lift one part of the plastic out of the box to actually get the whole bag out. But apart from that, it was actually quite a breeze. There weren't any Kimble tags in the back of her head, and I'm presuming that's because she had the hat on. There were Kimble tags in the hat, attaching it to her head, but I removed those because it seemed easier that way. And they did actually come out whole, which is always great. Before we get on to her, let's have a look at the accessories that she comes with. So we're going to move her just off to one side there. So here are all the bits. We will have a look at the hat. Obviously I will put it onto her as well so you can see it. So the hat is black. It's kind of a plastic, but it's a bit more sort of movable than a sort of a hard plastic. It's a bit sort of rubbery, I suppose. There's a spider web design around the brim of the hat there. It's quite a simple design, but I think it's very effective, and I do really like a doll in a hat. I think this one works very well for her because it looks very sort of hipstery, I suppose, as well. It looked kind of creepy and hipstery at the same time. We've then got this. This is her backpack. There's quite a lot of detail moulded onto this. There's no painted detail. The only sort of added sort of bit of colour we've got is the charm that's attached here, which you can remove if you want. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. And it does move around, which is good. That is kind of like a cute little sort of bat charm. We've got a zipper detail at the front there. Got this heart thing, and then we've got a pattern of spider webs around it. We've got buckles here. Oh, it does actually open. Ah, okay, so it doesn't open fully, but it is a kind of that malleable plastic. So there's a slit in it where you can put stuff in. And it's quite roomy in there by the looks of it. So you could put a bit in, but obviously just be careful what you put in because it might be tricky to get it out. That's the only thing, because it doesn't open all the way. We've got these wings on the side here. Again, we've got the bat wings, and then we've got the straps at the back. They have details on them as well. And we have a handle as well, so she could literally carry it if she wanted to, rather than using it as a backpack. We've then got her pet. So this is Count Fabulous. I think the version that you get with the original G1 release is slightly different to this, because I think they are a bat. With this one, they're kind of like a bat cat, because apparently he can transform, or she can transform, I think. I haven't seen the show, so I can't tell you, unfortunately. So Count I was going to say Count Bacula, but it's not. Count Fabulous has got lots of sort of painted on details, kind of pink bits, and we have this ruff around the neck here. We have a ribbon at the top with a bit of hair coming out the top. We have a fabulous sort of plumy tail at the back too, and we've got little wings which have got a sort of a pink detail on them as well. I think they can stand up. Yeah, so they can stand up pretty well, so that's good. So that is Count Fabulous. We've then got this. So this is kind of mentioned on the back as one of Draculaura's must-haves, which is I think a spell book, and I think it opens. Obviously, it's not got pages and pages in there, but it has got details on the 2 pages that you can see, so that's quite cute. I don't know if she can hold the book, or maybe she can put it under her arm or something, or it can go into a bag. And it just says Monster Magic on the front there. We then have this, which I think opens up and is kind of like like a bento box. So she's got her lunch in there. And then we have this cute little cover for it there, and she can hold it because it's got like a handle on the top of it as well. So that again is another sort of a bat shaped sort of cat thing, I think, with a ribbon on the side, and it's winking at it as well. We've then got a few smaller items. So we've got this purple bottle of suntan lotion, which is SPF 500. Obviously she's a vampire, so she will need quite a high factor there. So that is that, and it's got one of those sort of hoops on it where you can put it on her finger. We've also got this, which is, I'm presuming, some lip gloss. Actually, that's upside down, I think. I think that's the right way. And again, that has got a sort of a round thing that she could put a finger in to hold it. And then finally we've got this, which is a travel sort of drink cup there, and it's got a bat thing around it there as well. I don't know. Oh yes, it has. It's got a finger thing there. I didn't think it did, but yeah. So you can put her finger through that, and she can hold it, which is quite cute. And it's got a straw. The plastic here is sort of see-through. And then the top of it, the lid bit, is just kind of like a flat plastic, a non-see-through plastic. I don't know if you can open it. This one looked like it wasn't fully shut. I don't really want to take it off because I don't want to lose it. But yeah, so that is all of those bits. So let's have a look at the doll herself. Obviously we're going to start at the top. So she's got a very pale complexion, which really just makes the rest of her makeup pop quite nicely. So her lips here are, I don't know if they're quite a black or just a very sort of deep, dark, sort of purple colour. They don't look jet black to me because she's got jet black sort of eyebrows, and they look to be slightly different. There's also a shine to them, and obviously she's got a little fang sticking out there. Her eye makeup is also very nice, and that is sort of pink with a kind of a sort of pearly effect as well over the top. Her eyes are pink. I think her eyes are pink on all the dolls, so that's good. At least, you know, they haven't messed around with that. And as I mentioned, she's got sort of jet black eyebrows that you can see there. She's got the split dye hair again, but they've done it in a slightly different style. This could probably do a little bit of a brush, but it'll do for our purposes at the moment. So yeah, so we have black on one side, pink on the other. We have a few strands of each in each one. I don't know if that is intentional or not. And we've got it in 2 bunches there, which I think is a cute look. She has got a fringe again, but this fringe, unlike the initial release, is not sort of pointed. So it's just straight across. That might make it easier, I guess, when you're sort of playing with her, rather than having to try and sort out the whole sort of widow's peak bit at the front. It is gelled to high heaven, so it's up to you what you want to do with it. I'd be tempted to try and wash it out, but then you never get it looking the same, so I might leave it for the moment. Obviously we have the standard Draculaura ears, which are little pointed things there. She's got 2 earrings in, so she's got coffin-shaped earrings with little hearts cut out of them there. So she's got a pink one on one side and a black one in the other, and I'm presuming, like all of them, they will just come out, so you could change them around if you want to. So that is the earrings. She's then got this colour piece here. Now I think the original one has also got a colour piece, unless I'm getting her mixed up with the Skulltimate Secret version of Draculaura from the first Skulltimate Secret range, because I've got that one as well. Yeah, I'm not sure, but we've kind of seen a colour before, but this one seems to be a different design. So it's sort of like a white colour with a pink heart there, and obviously you can remove it if you want to. We've then got this rather sort of fabulous sort of blouse or top with these really cute black net sleeves, which are poofy, and they kind of come in at the elbow there as well. So we've got 2 poofs, which is quite nice, and we've got this sort of flare out here at the cuffs, and obviously you can see her arms through there. I do really like that. We've then got this sort of pink, hot pink pleather sort of bustier bit attached to it there. I always worry about the pleather, only because we know what happens when we're sort of handling pleather from doll clothes, you know, from the 80s or 90s, and they've kind of perished. I don't know if it's the same kind of stuff that they're using here or not, but I guess we have to be careful with that. Obviously it velcros at the back. We have got this sort of net detail at the bottom, which is quite interesting. Yeah, it's kind of just sort of stitched on there underneath. I suppose maybe is it to show that this might be a different piece to this, although obviously it's not, but yeah, it's kind of a nice detail. If we go to the skirt here, again, this is pleather. You can tell because it's shiny, and we have this pattern here of cobwebs in a lighter pink over the hot pink. We've got this ruffle at the bottom, which has got a raw edge, but obviously with the pleather material, you don't really have to stitch it. It kind of just sort of stays as is. Everything else, as far as I can see, has got kind of, it's finished off with a proper stitch, apart from the cuffs actually of the sleeves. They're just a raw edge there as well. Underneath the frill here, we've got a white net frill as well, and that also doesn't have a finished off hem. If we go further down, we have got these amazing black fishnets, and these are, yeah, these go right up. So the previous version of the G3 release had the kind of the shorter version of these, which were fine. and they do fit my Rune doll very well. So I don't know if these will. These might fit her as well. But yeah, it's kind of nice to have a full tight, I think, there. And then if we go down to the bottom, we've got these cute little shoes. So there is painted detail on them. We have a black sole. That has got details moulded in on it. And that seems to sort of be a shinier sort of plastic to the pink. I just don't know if it's maybe shiny more because it's black, maybe. I don't know. So obviously the rest of the shoe is pink there. They're kind of like a boot, I suppose. A bit like a sort of a Chelsea boot with a heel. Kind of quite a platformy heel there. We've got this detail as well. So we have a heart-shaped buckle on the side. We do seem to have sort of buckles all around. Not buckles, but kind of like details all over it. But they haven't been painted on. They are literally just moulded. And then down the front we've got a zip detail as well. So that is her. Articulation wise, her head will go both ways. She has shoulder articulation. She also has elbow articulation, when you get it right. Don't want to break her. Yes, she's got shoulder articulation. She has wrist articulation as well. They have really good movement, I have to be honest. They do seem to have quite good articulation. She's also got articulation here, which is kind of just kind of midriff, I suppose. There's nothing on the waist, obviously, because she's got that. And then she's got just sort of regular sort of leg articulation in that it will go forward and it will go a little bit back. It doesn't go... Yeah, she can't really do the splits, but she does have articulation at the knees as well, and you can kind of twist those in so she can be all sort of cutesy as well. There's no articulation at the ankles because she has high-heeled feet, so she doesn't need them. So that's great. So I am going to get all the stuff that she came with, put her in it, and we'll have a fun look at her. Okay, so here she is. I've given her her bag, and she's also got her drink in her hand there. She's got her book just tucked under her arm. It's kind of hard to shoot this with the hat because I've got her kind of at an angle, facing down. It wants to drop off, but obviously when she's standing up, hopefully it will sort of stay on her head. I'm really happy with her. I know I have a few Draculauras now, but I really like what they do with her. She has such a sort of interesting style. You know, we always kind of tend to get a whole sort of pink and black look, and I love pink and black together. I think they look amazing. I also really love the whole sort of gothiness of her as well, and obviously she's a great doll to open at this time of year. So let me know what you think of her down in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one. So until then, take care. Bye.